Well, hello again, well, and welcome back into my garden. So, I am harvesting my cherry tomatoes, y'all, for cooking. I've been eating them, but today I'm not going to eat, I'm going to be cooking them. Yeah, this one not fully ripened, but I mean, if I won't tell the pot it's not fully ripe if it don't not true. Yeah. So that's my impromptu cherry tomato harvest. Yep. I have been having to remove I, the tomatoes from this particular plant because every time that it put out fruit, it gets blossom end rot, and it's the only plant that I have that is getting blossom end rot. Don't know what to do with it because I've given it the same treatment everybody else is getting. Guess it has a mind of its own. Wanna think? Ha! See you later, babies. Melons are up. Melons are up. Ha ha! Oh yes. I planted these melons how many days ago? About five days ago. I planted 4 melons, 6 melon seeds, 3 in this bin with the yam, and 3 in the bin that has the cassava. Let me see. All right, so those are the in the cassava bin, and I want you to see that my cassava is popping up, is popping up, is popping up. I need to water y'all. All right, so I've made a few changes in the garden, and one of those change is that I kind of avoid evening water for a number of reasons. Major one being, I do know that the plants benefit more from the watering in the morning because it have a longer time to absorb, and that is why I've begun to water so very early in the morning so that they can truly absorb all of that water. This needs to be mulched because that's why it's drying out so much. It's not mulched, so I need to mulch this. I think I see ginger coming up in the ginger bin. Hmm. Lord and butter, after I upstore this thing so much, finally ginger has begun to emerge. So this might be one. I know there's one over there and one somewhere else. I think I put 3 or 4 pieces of ginger in here. Well, the good thing is, if nobody else grow, I know ginger is growing somewhere. Yeah. So I know this bed looks very dry, but let me tell you, I have a test that I do to find out if I need to water. I want you to see I move away some of the mulch from the root face, and you realize that even though the top portion look dry, it actually is moist. So what I do is I am practicing deep watering. So you put water in the bed um, more than you'd normally put. And what it does is you won't drown the plant because you're not doing it every day. So these tomatoes I have been watering every other day since I have transplanted them. So I don't water them every day, I water every other day. And so far, that has been working out for me. Yep. The sun did a number on my beets today. It must have been extremely hot. This is the worst that they have looked. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know what you are, but you're definitely not a beet, and I don't need any companions. But apart from the sun scorching, and it did something on the onions too. Wow. No man, the sun really intense. So you know what that means? I'm going to have to find a piece of shade cloth to put over this bed too. So that the sun don't decimate people. It's not summer yet. And I want you to see what is happening already. So, as much as I don't like to cover up my garden beds, I am telling you that this summer, my gardens will be covered. No if, no but, no maybe. I will not have a single bed that don't have shade cloth on it this summer. Why? I don't intend to expend my energies trying to grow food and have them all being scorched to death by the sun. And with my water restriction issues that I have, I know that I have no option but to cover my beds during the summer. And in the summer, I'm going to be setting up my water bottles in the bed, right at the base or in between two plants, so that the water is going directly at the root of the plants, and that I will utilize way less water to water these garden beds. Yes, people. Well, looky here. My beans have begun to blossom. What is not this? Is they premature or something? I've never had these beans blossom so early. What? What? Look at that. Hey. And I was about to, I sowed some more because I intended to beef up this, but I guess I will have a succession of beans instead of having just one set of bean going. So I planted bean in 1, 2, 3 of the fruit tree buckets. So the one with the East Indian mango, the one with the soursop, and the one with the Nesberry, I planted beans in them so that they were, because I put them to the back of the plant stand so that they could climb on the plant stand. They're going to remain there. Yes, going to remain there. But the beans have begun to blossom. This is fabulous. This is so fabulous. Now is when I'm sorry that I did not plant the other beans, so you could see the variation in coloring of the bean flowers, because some of them white, some, this is a light purple, what them call this, lilac. Yeah, some have a little reddish look. No, we don't need any tomato branching right there. Yeah. Oh my, this is fabulous. So update on my scallion water treatment in the garden. Um, I don't have any negative reports. It still appears to be working. So I'm giving thanks for that. I'm giving thanks for that. Yes. And now I'm going to be planting out a couple of fruit trees today. And I'm going to be putting them in the actual soil. So here is my reasoning behind this. Any fruit tree that I have growing in soil currently that is not suffering, I'm going to be continuing to put them in the soil. So I have a Nesberry in the soil around the front. So I'm going to plant out that Nesberry. The intention is to dig a trench and put a bag of the chicken manure down in there along with some vegetable scrap and some leaves, and then plant my trees in the trenches. So I'm going to be planting an ackee tree that I purchased today. It is way bigger than the ackee tree I have growing here. And I'm going to be planting my Nesberry that I've had for the past 2 weeks that have not yet been planted. I keep watering it in the bag. And I am going to also be planting out, what else do I have that is already in the soil that I can? So this is the Nesberry, the ackee, oh, and I purchased for myself another East Indian mango. So I'm going to be putting those in the soil. So as soon as I have completed that task, I'll show you if it's not too dark. Well, hello again, world, and welcome right back into my garden. So it is the day after Monday. I'm being cute, y'all. So it's Tuesday morning, and I am in the portion of reclaimed garden. That's the backyard that I am taking over to plant. So I have planted a couple of fruit trees, but I want you to notice that it has been planted in kind of an arch, deliberately done. We have some very low spots in the garden, like right here. Um, did not want to have um, any mishaps because the easiest thing, all right. So I have been in tumbling mode. So it's me, may I protect the plant them from. Um, I don't carry a lot of load because I really should not be moving any load. But in order to get stuff up here, I have no option but to take stuff up here. I have had a tumbler too. Um, However, anything that would be damaged is being kept out of the way. I don't go up that side where the trees are planted. So this is my East Indian mango tree. This is a new one. It has one, two, it has four limbs, you all. Yeah, I deliberately took ones that had limbs. This is way bigger than the one I had. Skinnier in the root section, which is kind of a bummer, but it will hold up. So for right now, I'm catching it up with a piece of rebar. Then now, I planted out the dwarf Jew plum. So some are ingrown and some are not. So this is the dwarf Jew plum that's planted up. The big Jew plum don't plant into a container yet, because I still have not been able to unstuck the containers that are stuck. So this is the pineapple guava in the ground. And like I said, I planted a couple of these trees in the ground because they have already, some of them in the ground and they are thriving. So I figure more or less this can thrive. So that's my pineapple guava, y'all. Um, I bought another carambola and I put it in a pot as well. I tell you, my problem with them is that I have lost three already, and all three that was lost were planted in ground. So this guy hold the pot, so it's in a pot, and then this is the Aki, yeah. So this is way bigger than its cousin across the way there. You see that Licatina something over there? Yeah, that's an Aki as well. I planted that one from seed. This is from seed as well, but this is way more advanced than the one that I have. All right, so if you notice, there's a little bit of mound going on. I'm going to bringing up more soil to build this mound, because you see in between these fruit trees, and it's going to be planting something else. Yeah, I have some peppers that need to be planted out, and this is a primary place that I can plant them right now. Sweet peppers, yeah, I can put sweet peppers on this mound. So I have more composted chicken manure, which is what I have been using to top this off. So all of this is composted chicken manure. So I'm going to be, I have about 13 bags around the front yard. Yes, I went and collected some more, and there's still more where those came from. So I'll be going back as soon as I empty out some bags. Right. So I'm going to be putting about 5 or so bags of that composted chicken manure all along this space. So expand my growing space. So back there is not my property. My property stops about here. About here. Yeah. So I am on the borderline for my property right here. Right here. So it's in line with this particular tree. So it's about 4 inches away from where the ackee tree is planted. Not 4 inches at another. My word. Did I just ball out all of my government name? Four is that about 3 feet away from where the ackee tree is planted. Right. But over on the other side is somebody else's property. And it is heavily wooded. That's where the mongooses live that torment my garden. It might cost me a buck or two, but I think I'm going to have to bring in the tractor man to bulldoze all of them tree here and rid my garden off the mongooses. Or I just pay one of my friend and make them come chop it down. Yeah, for my sake, for my garden's sake, it probably need to be chopped out right now. Yes, people, so that's it for now until we meet again on this very channel. This is Anne saying thank you to all my supporters, old and new, and I'm encouraging those of you who are new here, if you have not yet subscribed, please to do so. Like the video, share the videos, leave a comment, press that post notification bell. so that you can be made aware each time a new video is uploaded. Have a blessed Tuesday, everybody. Jah guide.